Hi everybody, this is Frenchy and today you're here for a new episode of Frenchy and Friend. And yeah, let me put the intro. Today we are with
Layla.
Leila, nice to meet you. Can you tell us a little bit about you, like who you are, what you do in life, and what bring you here today?
So, my name is Layla. I'm from Jamaica, Queens, and today brings me in because we're talking about infertility and basically girls need to be more responsible and have high standards when giving up your body to guys you think you're in love with or you think guys that's in love with you because they're not.
Mhm.
So,
Okay. And like, what you think you can like? What is your experience about fertility? Like, if you do have experience or not, and just tell us what do you think about it, and us as boys, just try to understand because we don't really know about that part. Like you, a woman, we mostly know like what come to your side.
right.
Like,
So basically, I had two pregnancies. I was gonna have twins, but then I had miscarriages for the simple fact I don't know why, but hey, basically, like me, I know so far, like me having like fertility problems is because like I used to before I used to before I used to date dudes and like me, I'm the type of person I fall in love hard. So if you cheat on me, I will give you 1,000 chances, and that's not now. That's before. But I used to give people 1,000 chances because I would believe, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. I only did it because you did this, that, and the third. And it wasn't what it seemed. It was more like they just wanted to do what they wanted to do, and they wasn't responsible when they was out there cheating, not using condoms. They don't care to check my charts. Checking the my chart before having sex with anybody is very important because nowadays a lot of people be having herpes and HIV and you can't get rid of that. I mean, sometimes it could be reversible if you're willing to sit here and change your diet, but if you're not, that's for life. So before the main things I used to catch was like chlamydia and gonorrhea, and that can affect a female for like fertility, especially if you catch it more than 4 times. So it starts to lessen down. And now, like, if you would try to get pregnant, you would have to, go through like what you call that?
Not
Basically, you have
menopause,
to go-
no? I was about to say menopause.
Bro, that's a long time from now. Don't you catch that in your 50s?
Yeah,
yeah, man, the pussy is not great.
No, it's like I don't know how to explain it. I'm not, I'm still young. You feel me? But like, it's something you have to go to the hospital and basically
Check your blood and
check your
everything.
blood and see like what's wrong. And then if you try to get pregnant, like now you have to go through a process of paying millions of dollars to get pregnant. I think I forgot the
they
shot
have
name.
IVF. They have different type of ways.
Yes, that. Yeah. So and then sometimes that don't even work. So it's just like, bro, just be more responsible, have high standards, have morals, especially you guys. Like just because you have and you look good, don't mean you should give it up to anybody. Because besides girls having high standards for guys, you should have high standards for yourself. Because a lot of these girls be dirty, they don't care, and you feel me? Like just.
But do you know why you used to move like that when you was young? Like if it's because you see everybody moving that way, or just you was?
So, like, what do you mean by that? Like,
okay, cause when you're young, sometimes we see grown people move, or even friends moving. Like, oh, I got this girl now, I got the other girl. I mean, like, we wanna be like them. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I know it's the same for women. Like at the beginning, you can be like a calm woman, and because you see all you like your female friend be moving like, oh, I want a man, I have this, but I just drop him and that.
Right.
It's like sometimes that can influence you moving that way.
right.
That's why I asked you if do you know the reason why you used to move that way or not.
Right. So me mostly. When I was dealing with guys, I was always in a relationship, and the reason why I always wanted to be in a relationship, because people be like, "Oh, you're young, go have fun," but that's not for everybody.
That's a wild statement.
And not for real.
That's a wild statement.
And people always tell me that, but that's not for everybody. Like, come on. But like me, I was the type of person that I like to stay with one person and I like to be in love with one person. You know, me watching Disney Channel and all these cartoons, we had Cinderella, what else? Snow White. They all had a husband and stuff.
Barbie and Ken.
Right, like, you know, I kind of find me a
This is
husband too. But
You're
no.
in Brooklyn.
So,
You say we live in Brooklyn?
right, we live in New York City. There ain't no love out here.
Nah, don't say that.
Nah, don't say that. There's
Don't
low.
say that.
Alright,
You just gotta find it.
All right, so which one's gonna be my husband?
Hey.
Oh, how old are you?
20.
For real?
Yeah.
How old are you, Dasani?
Yeah, how,
Turning 20.
Oh, okay. These are
That's your-
That's good.
We'll talk after this.
See?
that's your husband right yo. That's your husband right there.
Because
So-
I thought
That's your husband
Okay.
right there. That's
All
your
right,
husband
I
right
might find a husband.
there. Yo.
Nah, but you know, me, I was the type of person that always like, you know, wanted to fall in love, find a husband. Like I was in La La Land and I wasn't thinking about reality and I didn't know the consequences behind a lot of stuff. So me, I wasn't, you know, having protected sex because like I gave people the benefit of the doubt. Like, okay, you say you're clean, you're not dirty, you're not doing this, I'll believe you, and then boom.
But
Can't trust that.
the thing is one thing too.
But the thing is, if nobody like, all right, it goes back at home. If someone doesn't teach you about,
I was about to say that it's
Go
not.
on.
It's not something it's not something that's talked about in our homes because our parents don't talk about sex with us. We
Right.
kind of like go out there in the world and figure it out.
Facts. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Like
Right.
my dad never said anything about me having sex.
What? No.
Right.
I never see my mom and my dad kiss.
Me too.
To be real with you, but we
Nah, they don't show like affection like in
no,
public.
it's not just
Like,
black
they don't-
parents. Period. You rarely see that.
right.
Everything happens under the cover, nighttime.
I feel like
When you sleep,
yeah, that's what I don't know what you said.
Yeah.
Listen,
I used to see my mom walking sideways.
You know what I'm saying? So we don't that's not promoted in our culture though. Like our moms be like, this is how you use a condom or this is how that shit don't get talked about at home.
don't they teach that shit in like school?
no.
That's
That shit is
Not really.
If you take sex eds, it's not
I
required.
never took a sex ed class. They taught
I
us
don't
this
even
shit in
think
middle school.
I went to school in Florida. I don't even think you guys have sex eds out here.
The only thing I learned about, like, it was like in middle school, like sex ed, it was about chickens. But that's not about humans. Like, I don't,
So-
the chicken was like this, flying. Like, I was supposed to be flying?
But
You know
you're
what
right.
we made?
Things like that don't get talked about in our community. So it's a downfall in some kind of way because especially with younger girls coming up with, you know, and when you're sexually active for the first time, it's something about girls. It triggers them to want to have it more and more because it's the first time they actually experience that type of feeling. And I don't know if you may not know this, but if you talk to, you know, other people, you ask, they will tell you after the first time they have sexual intercourse, they tend to have it more often because it's the first time that they experience that. And I'm saying that because I have a friend who called me who tell me, I didn't know it was like that. Because it was the first time, like, she had sex. She's like, how come you never told me? I said, my nigga, you my friend. I'm not going to talk sex about with you. Like, you have to have that experience yourself.
Yeah.
So that's why I mean, like, our homes, they don't teach us that. And then we go out there and figure it out.
About it.
I have a.
All right, go ahead. Somebody else ask. I've been talking for a
Yeah.
minute.
So like, go ahead. Yeah, I can go.
Yeah.
Like you know how you said like back then you're like I wouldn't say stupid, but like you were like
Naive.
Yeah, naive. So like what's so like different about now? Like
I mean, I learned fast after that first year of losing my virginity and
When
living
was
with
it?
guys. When I lost my virginity,
yeah.
I was 15. That's a good age.
No, that is
Cause bitches be popping it. Wait, can we curse? Bitches be popping it at 12. Like what the fuck? Like no. Dirty.
But no, we understand.
Like what's like different about you now? Like
So I feel like over time I lived and I learned from my mistakes. I'm more responsible.
Let's not call it mistakes. It's just experiences. Lessons and experiences.
Yeah, but it's also mistakes if you really think about it.
No, there are mistakes, but good or bad is still a part of like learning.
I'll say it's mistakes, yes, but your mistakes make you who you are, and they turn them into lessons. So you got to turn the bad into a good. So you got to flip it. You can't look
Like,
at
it has pros
everything
and cons.
negative. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So yeah, I had learned. It took me a year. I'm like me, the type of person I am. I'm a fast learner. I was the type, like, even though I was naive before, but I was the type, like, how can I say, I didn't fit in with my age group. I was always with older people. I was no, you never caught me, like, when I was 9, you never caught me playing around with kids in the park. You would see me sitting down reading the book. So I could say that, like, even though I'm young still, but I'm very wise, you know? Like, yeah. But
That's good. That's
yeah.
What? I have a question. Like, you're on your 20s. What about your friends? Is still the same friends you had when you was young, or you just leave them to some other, like, and why? Because I know this you come to a lot of everybody. I feel like we're all losing more we grow and more we losing friend, and like we wanna know like about your side, like if yeah,
Some
and
friends
why, and
from back
if you
then.
learn something, you know.
Honestly speaking, I outgrew a lot of them, and there was people like I just got rid of some people today, which is crazy that you said that because a lot of these girls, a lot of females, and I feel like we need to stop this. I mean, I was never the type of person to be like, oh, this is a competition. I have to look better than you, or and it's really looks, and it's just like, bro, everyone is unique in their own way. If not, then God would have made us all the same. Like, bro, chillax.
That's a fact. What you said. Why do women? I don't want to make this about a color, but black women always compete against each other.
I don't know.
Why?
And you know what's so crazy? Talking about that. All right, so no, there was a girl that I know, right? She's Jamaican, and I try to make friends, because it's like, bro, sometimes it be lonely. I'll be one of the female friends. I don't always want to be in a guy's face, So I had hit her up. Next thing you know, she sends me a screenshot and she asked me, do I know this one dude? But like, she's weird about the whole situation. So I'm like, hold on, let me check. I tell her, I'm like, no, I don't know him. Boom. Next thing you know, she's like, okay, cool. Because she was like, a lot of females, they always following people that I know, like they're weird. And I'm like, okay, it's cool. I'm like, I understand, but I'm not one of them girls, so you can exclude me from out of that. Next thing you know, we link up. And she keeps telling me, like, the first day we link up, I don't like light-skinned girls. I don't like Spanish girls. And she keeps telling me that because I'm Spanish and I'm light-skinned. And it's like, I feel like she only said that because she viewed my profile. But if I didn't put that I was Spanish, and you feel me? You wouldn't even know my nationality, girl. Mm-hmm. So I feel like she only said that because, she had a little issue with me. But I don't know what was the issue. And a lot of girls, like, I realized so far when I had linked up with her and I really got to deal with her, it was more like, she had like a jealousy problem. Secondly, she think like people that she's supposed to be friends with, they supposed to be in a competition with each other. Mm-hmm. Thirdly, a lot of girls with her especially too, y'all need to find peace in with yourselves. Like, they really do. Because some girls, like, depending on how they grow up, they didn't have love. Their family members never told them, like, oh, you look pretty today, or give them compliments. And a lot of females be needing that, because if not, they look for that outside. And that's what can cause fertility, when you just giving your body up because you're looking for love. And that's how girls start to become like troublemakers. They want to beat up girls for no reason and then make up a reason and be like, oh, because she was doing this on the third. No, she wasn't doing that. So yeah.
But what they say is that, like, sometimes a girl gets hurt and then she end up being like enraged for the rest of her life, because certain heartbreaks really like tear them apart and they can never find their way back.
Okay, so
because of how like bad it traumatized them.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I experienced that, but I got over it. I feel like you just need a lot of people, and I won't even say girls, I'm gonna just say in general, a lot of people, when you get out of relationships, especially heartbreaking relationships, people like usually jump into the next what the fuck?
No, go ahead, continue.
People usually jump into the next relationship without healing, and I feel like
that's true.
A lot of people need to take time to heal and learn more about yourself, because sometimes we might think that we know ourselves, but we really don't.
Okay, now I have a question. Alright, that's perfect. You talk about that because we can go on that, guys. And because you're a woman, you're gonna help us to understand now. Just 10 minutes, please. Really? 5?
It's 9:55. She said
It's
10.
9:55?
Yeah.
No, she said 10.
She said 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could.
We're gonna do the last part still.
Okay. What was that one moment in your life you felt like relationship wise that really like got you feeling down, and how did you overcome that? We don't have to say no names.
I mean, like,
Just the goods, like the good part of it. You get what I'm saying?
shit, I don't even know how to answer that.
What do you mean?
I don't even know how to answer that. Wait, say it again?
Like relationship wise, right? What's that one moment that you went through and that made you who you are today?
So like, I would say like my ex. So like, all right. So like so like breaking up with like her breaking up with me. Oh my god! So her breaking up with me makes me who I am today because when I was with her, like I didn't care. Like, I was nonchalant. That's how you say it.
Yeah, nonchalant, yeah.
Like, she wanted me to do like
He's a newbie to the word nonchalant.
like she wanted better for me, but back then I was stupid and younger.
I'm not gonna say stupid. You was in the process.
In the process, yeah. And then like she always looks out for me. Like she always saying do this, do that, do that. But then I didn't care. I was like, yo, I don't care. But now I'm realizing it, and I'm like, yeah, she was really looking out for me. And then I wouldn't say like I regret it, but like it's like something that I learned from, like, and then I wish my mindset was different back then than it is now. Obviously now I'm like much older, wiser, and more experienced. So
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
I have an input with that because I dealt with people that I dated people that was younger than me, and I'm gonna just say this: even if we was the same age, guys take longer to
grow.
yes, and mentally, like, y'all still. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but y'all still be like in the little like boy phase, like y'all still being.
We was talking about that earlier.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, I met people that was grown, like 26. Cause me, I don't date people my age. The last person I dated was 27. Yeah.
I was telling them that earlier.